you. New at 5, a message from the widow of a slain Toledo police officer. Tonight, we are hearing from Jamie Dia in a whole new way. She is the widow of Officer Anthony Dia, who was killed in the line of duty in 2020.
She created a video message as years of issues have boiled up, including her father-in-law waiting to be sentenced on fraud charges. I-Team reporter Sean Haggerty joins us live with the message. Sean.
Yeah, Christian, Jamie Dia is calling this message vulnerable, not only recalling her husband's death, but the circumstances that have followed, issues that she is still dealing with.
I have just been pushed really far, and I feel like it's time for me to say my piece.
A video message from Jamie Dia. She lost her husband, Officer Anthony Dia, on July 4th, 2020, after he was shot and killed in the line of duty outside the Home Depot on Alexis Road.
I'm so frustrated and have just been through so much, and all of this while I'm grieving and adjusting to be a single mom and without my better half. It's just been really difficult.
The so much started the day after Officer Dia's death. Donations were coming into her father-in-law's business, but Jamie says she was not told about them. Her father-in-law is Tony Dia. He's pleaded guilty to fraud, accused of stealing funds from the Officer Anthony Dia Foundation, named after his son. Jamie had nothing to do with the fraud, and she says had very little to do with the foundation, but
that is my husband's name on it. And it feels like, even though I would never be involved in something like that, it feels like we carry the weight of that.
In the more than 45-minute video message, Jamie Dia documents lots of family and financial issues that followed Officer Dia's death. She says she co-signed for what she believed to be a consolidation loan on Tony's tow trucks.
I get a letter, and I had absolutely no idea up until this point that I got the letter of delinquent funds from the loan that I co-signed on. I co-signed on 3 loans, and the total of all 3 of those loans were $481,000, and I was being sued for that. And I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know if I was going to lose my house.
Tony Dia is set to be sentenced next week. It's a case Jamie learned about a few years ago when people started to complain about not getting a refund for a Harley-Davidson raffle.
And the more and more things that have came out during this case that's going on with him, honestly, it makes me sick to my stomach, and I'm very much a person that respects accountability, and still to this day he has not taken any.
Jamie has 2 young boys to raise. She wants that to be her focus, not everything else that came along with the tragedy in 2020. Tony Dia went to Facebook as well after the video was released last night. His statement says, in part, for years now, I bit my tongue while watching my late son's wife paint herself as the victim on social media. The truth is, we are the ones who are used, lied to, and left behind. Now, there's another issue as part of that sentencing, which is coming up Wednesday. Officer Anthony Dia's retired service weapon is in the possession of Tony Dia. Jamie worries what will happen to it if Tony is forced to turn over firearms with a felony conviction. Sasha?
All right, Sean, thank you.